everybody, welcome back to my channel, Heart Warriors Tarot. My name's Deanna. This is going to be your daily energy reading for Monday, October the 21st. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My readings are for everybody, all star signs, no matter where you live, no matter who you are. It's all about how you resonate with the message, the title, and the words that I use and the images on the cards. These readings can be considered timeless if you enjoy working in a more free flow way with tarot. Otherwise, feel free to use the dates that the readings are for, give or take a few days, if you like a more structured approach. It's really up to you how you want to work with the readings. First of all, I'm going to chime my singing bowl and we're going to take a deep breath in, balance ourselves, focus our minds, and think about the area we would like some advice and guidance on. I'd like to thank Great Spirit, our angels and guides, for being with us today and guiding this reading for the highest good of all. Okay, I've got the Encore Tarot here. This is the deck I'm going to be using today to do our readings. I'm going to get straight into it. Just give it a good shuffle. Okay, let's see what messages the universe would like to bring, maybe quite a few, to us today. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Page of Cups. Okay, let's keep on shuffling a little bit. Very watery energy, these two. And then we've got the Queen of Cups, very watery, very interesting. Okay, and let's just take one more card for the overarching energies coming into play today. The overarching energies coming into play today. We'll go for this one, the Five of Pentacles. Okay. If there is a feeling of loss or lack within your lives today, it is likely connected with your emotional situation. This could be emotional stagnation. This could be something that hasn't moved forward in some way or another. The holding up of those emotions could also then be what is creating a slightly more material lack in your lives, whether that's a lack of money, whether that's a lack of time, whether that's a lack of status within your work or within your group of friends, within society itself or your social circles. It could be anything along those lines, but the Five of Pentacles usually indicates that there might be an overall energy of feeling like you don't have the means that you want to have to live the life that you want to live. So let's look in more detail at this water energy here. The Eight of Cups, Piscean energy here, which does usually indicate that we need to walk away from something. We need to move away from something. We need to shed skin and leave the past behind when it's to do with something that we're holding on to emotionally. And we might be holding on to that thing because we were quite attached to it, because we worked really hard to get there. But it's time to move on to something new, to pastures new. This Page of Cups here, what I'm feeling instinctively is that there may be a child or children involved here in some way or another. For some of you, this could be your inner child that is attached to this thing that is in the past, but you haven't been able to let go of, and maybe it's been keeping you comforted, maybe it's been providing some kind of structure or keeping you afloat, or keeping you feeling whole emotionally in some way or another, except it isn't anymore. In recent times, you haven't been able to get that fulfillment from this thing that you've wanted to. So for some of you, that is, you're kind of like wounded inner child that kind of really needs that, but yet it's time to move on from it because time has changed and you've changed, and this situation, this thing that you're holding on to, has also changed. For others of you, this could be an actual child in your life that is looking to move away from something or another, or trying to move away, or perhaps they don't want to move away. They're actually clinging on to this thing that you want to move away from, and therefore it's making the situation a little bit difficult. It could be any of those things. It really depends on you and your personal situation here. But then we've got the Queen of Cups here as well, and the Queen of Cups, again, I am seeing as this mother kind of energy here. I'm seeing child mother here, okay, child mother. So there may be issues for some of you with your child or children today, or with your mothers today, okay, depending on who you are. And there is a question here about having to let go of something, of a way that you do things together, something within your relationship. Perhaps there needs to be some kind of parting, because I'm just noticing the child and the mother here facing away from each other. They're going in different directions. So maybe it's kind of associated also with that time in our lives when our children grow up and they go off to college or they go off to university. It's time to leave home. It's time for them to become more independent, and so on and so on. And there's a need to separate. There's a need for each to search for their own independence. That is entirely possible. So that's the kind of energies that we're dealing with today, that's coming up to the fore today for us. But if we can actually work through this, then we no longer need to worry about this Five of Pentacles, which is coming up as a feeling of loss, a feeling of material lack. So even though the Eight of Water is showing up as something that we need to let go of, that we're struggling to let go of, the fear of that loss, the Five of Pentacles is translating it into a more material energy, like you really feel it in your day-to-day life and actually see it in the things around you as well. So we're looking to shift this. We don't want this energy, we don't want this to be manifesting in our physical world so strongly. Let's put down another card for any advice or guidance that our angels or guides might like us to have about this particular situation coming into play today. Look at this, another Cups card. This is the Palace of Cups. Now this particular card is exclusive to this deck. It's not in the traditional tarot. It does suggest an environment or a place that is very emotional, that is very watery, that is very mothery and nurturing and provides. So I think that there is a need here to, perhaps for some of you, look at your mother-child or child-mother relationship and situation and look at how to change your environment to make this particular separation or need for independence, or whatever it might be, a little bit more possible. Make it work a little bit better, make it flow a little bit better. Because it looks like there is a need for change here, but there's also the need for the palace, the home that contains those emotions, that contains that nurture, and so on and so on. This is coming across to me as like being at the crossroads where big shifts and changes happen in our lives. Like I said before, it is like the child leaving home, spreading their wings and off they go, but it's the struggle before that happens, the change of emotions, it's that kind of thing. I just use that as an example of a situation. I'm not saying that is what the situation is. You can apply it in your life however you want, but those are the kind of energies that are coming into play, the feelings that are present here for this particular reading. I'm going to lay more cards down and throw out a few rune stones in the extended reading. That's over on my Patreon page. If you wanted to go over there, the link is in the description below or in my bio. If that isn't for you, that's fine. I shall see you here tomorrow for tomorrow's reading. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.